Guys, what you're looking at is the face of masculinity. What you're looking at is the face of America right here. This is a masculine man right here. This is what masculinity looks like. This is a real man right here. This is a man who's so masculine that he has his girlfriend, a woman, talk for him. His non-black girlfriend calling other black men slaves. That's what a real man does. He lets a woman talk for him. This man is so masculine that instead he takes a knee. Instead of being on his 2 feet like a man, like a pussy man, he goes down on a knee. That's what a real man does. That whole saying, when life's going tough, you gotta strap your bootstraps and keep on pushing. No, they should have said when life's going tough, just take a knee and bow down. That's what real men do. A real man says one thing and doesn't speak about it ever since. Jackie Robinson and Muhammad Ali, they're not real men. Jackie Robinson, so what if he got the N-word thrown on him, the N-word called on him here and there, his house was vandalized, he got shit thrown at him. Who cares? Maybe if he would have took a knee, instead of him standing tall, he should have took a knee. That's what Jackie Robinson should have done. That's what real men do. You know what? Instead of Muhammad Ali standing up for his beliefs and standing up for his rights and going up against the U.S. government and saying, I'm not going to war because it's against my religious beliefs. That's not what real men do. They don't speak up for themselves. They take a knee and be silent and let women talk for them. This right here is an American hero. Colin Kaepernick. Now, if you're too stupid to realize what I was doing there, I was being sarcastic and so this whole Colin Kaepernick, the Grim Reaper of the fucking NFL, for some reason, he's still being talked about in the year 2022, even though this guy hasn't played a snap in since 2016, so about 6 going on 7 years, and yet he's still being fucking talked about. But you know what? It's actually for a good thing. The Cowboys, the NFL needs Colin Kaepernick. And as you can tell, I have the article here of Stephen A. Smith talking about Colin Kaepernick. And, the Cowboys suffering an injury to Dak Prescott and stuff like that during the Sunday night football game of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, I'm not going to read this whole article because, that's kind of boring. I'm just going to read what Stephen A. Smith said. ESPN CNN thinks they should turn to Colin Kaepernick. He ain't been around, but he's a playmaker. Okay, Stephen A. I think Stephen A. says it will never happen in my opinion, but Dallas might want to make that call to Colin Kaepernick. I mean, okay. He ain't been around, but he's a playmaker with legs who was available. Smith added, you got to take that into consideration. Not really. Prescott, who threw for 37 touchdowns last season. Wow, Dak threw for 37 touchdowns. I would have never guessed that. This is Texas. In the state of Texas, Stephen A. says patriarchal individuals that they pride themselves on being. The whole Colin Kaepernick situation was hijacked. That narrative was hijacked to them. Jerry Jones is not going to let them get in the way of business. I would think about that. Blah, blah, blah. Let's stop. Hold on. Let's stop with this Colin Kaepernick stuff. Let's just stop. He said Colin Kaepernick has been out of the league. I think this is Michael Irvin. Let's stop with this Colin Kaepernick stuff. He said Colin Kaepernick's been out of the league for 5 years now. Come on, man. I'm paraphrasing because I want to get to my opinion. Fuck Stephen A. Smith. But come on, man. Let's stop with all this. Let's stop all of this sudden thinking we can go resurrect Colin Kaepernick. He's going to come and resurrect a football team. Yeah. Colin Kaepernick's going to resurrect a football team. But listen. This is a good thing for football fans, man. This is a good thing. Let me put this great American hero on on the big screen right here. This guy. This is a great thing, guys. The Cowboys, the NFL, football fans need Colin Kaepernick. You know why? So Colin Kaepernick can die. Now, I don't mean physically die, even though I wouldn't be fucking mad if this asshole fucking got shot somewhere. But, you know, it is what it is. Anyways, he needs to come back so all the wokes, all the people who are on Twitter who hate the NFL because it's toxically masculine, he needs to, and they love Colin Kaepernick because he bows down to police brutality, aka he bows down, even though he never talks about police brutality since 2016. He only talks about fucking how he loves women and gay people all the fucking time. And that's why they really love him, because they love all the unmasculine stuff or emasculation of shit. But we need Colin Kaepernick so he can die. So this whole Colin Kaepernick narrative can fucking die. When Colin Kaepernick suits up for America's team, and he runs like a fucking 3-leg giraffe out there, and he fucking throws like 3 to 5 interceptions within the first quarter. Like, I think it will be so embarrassing that you'll have DBs drop passes so they don't make Colin Kaepernick look that fucking bad. But it's gonna be bad. Colin Kaepernick needs to come back to like the first Monday night game of the Cowboys, start, and just die. And just die. Because at the end of the day, there'll be some woke people or some idiots saying, "Oh, it's the Cowboys' fault. It's Mike McCarthy's fault." They're gonna make up excuses. By the end of the day, the world needs to see Colin Kaepernick die. This persona die. It should have died a long fucking time ago, but you know, we need to see it die. And I think I said this on my channel. I think I said this on other people's channels, but I wouldn't mind Kaepernick coming back into the league. Number one, because me personally, I just find it fucking hilarious how this guy's gonna fucking flop. But just we need this to go away. Because the simple fact that this guy is damn near in his mid-30s, hasn't played a snap in 6 fucking years, and people still think he's a playmaker. Stephen A. Smith said it himself. He still thinks he's a playmaker. But people don't want to accept it. Why? So for the best, so you know what you do, you give it to them. You know, one thing is, and I don't, this analogy might be kind of off, but it's kind of in the ballpark, but I'm gonna say it anyways. You know, like when you have like a little kid, like I have a fucking 5-year-old nephew. I'm pretty sure people who are watching this have kids, nephews, little siblings and stuff like that. What do you always tell them? Hey, don't touch the stove. Do not touch the stove. Some will listen and not touch the stoves, but a good percentage of them will try to touch the stove. And it's just so long before you say, all right, you got to let them learn the hard way. Let them learn the hard way. When they touch the stove, they're going to realize it's fucking hot. They don't belong near that stove. And then be like, okay, I'm not going to touch it again. And that's what these woke people need. They need to get hit by the stove. They need to fucking be hit by the stove or touch the stove. And the stove is Colin Kaepernick suiting up for the Dallas Cowboys on a prime time game. This can't be some regular schmegler 1 o'clock game. No, this needs to be a prime time game. 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock Sunday night or a Monday night or Thursday night, whatever. And then the Cowboys, even though the Cowboys have been irrelevant for like fucking 50 years, they have all these fucking primetime games for some reason. But, that's besides the point. You have to pick one of these teams, one of these games, and say, we're going to start Colin Kaepernick here and let him die. He needs to die. He needs to go away. He needs to. This guy is not, like, the simple fact people think this asshole is Jesus and he's nowhere near Jesus boggles my mind. People think he's Ali. He's not even Ali. He's not Jackie Robinson. He's just some asshole who just butthurt that he got fucking benched. So the best way, yes, I do agree. The Cowboys do need Colin Kaepernick, but not for the Cowboys season. They need Colin Kaepernick to end this narrative. End it. Get rid of him. Let him die. Let the wokes touch the stove. And let them learn their lesson. He ain't shit. But that's my opinion. What's your opinion on this Dallas Cowboys thing and Colin Kaepernick situation? I just wanted to get my opinion out there. But yeah, King RJ out of here.